Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Orange Galen, and today we're back with some more RWBY. This is Volume 8, Episode 7, Chapter 7, dang it, messed up already. War. Great title already. Sorry for missing last week. I just had a major case of the I don't want to edit anything, and I was not interested. But I am back. I had recorded the episode, as you would already see on my channel, but I just hadn't gotten around to editing it. Even though, like, for RWBY, it's just pretty simple. I just edit it, and then I just kind of rewatch it to make sure I don't miss anything. But yeah, just wasn't feeling it. Anyway, so I am back, and I'm not planning on going on hiatus. Anything that happens is just completely out of the blue, in all honesty. So my work schedule is still pretty bad. This is what is today? This is the 92% charge. December 29th is when I'm recording this. This is Tuesday, and again, this is the only day I have off. I don't have next week's schedule, so I don't know what it's going to look like. So I don't know when I'm going to be recording next. But this is going to be the last episode for RWBY this year, and for the next month and a half, because I think the next time the RWBY is starting up is going to be in February or something like that. I mentioned it in the previous one. I was mistaken in that it was that episode that was going to be the last one. It's this one, because they're taking their mid-season break, which is going to be longer, again, because of COVID stuff and just the difficulties of them being comparatively a smaller studio than others. But, oh well. I mean, I don't know what's going on over there. I can only imagine for something like this. In any case, yeah, one other piece of news I have is that there's this game that I've been playing for a good almost 2 years, I want to say. It's the RWBY Amity Arena game. It's a mobile game. However, they recently announced, as of like the 27th or the 28th or something like that, 27th, that they were going to shut down the servers, that it's not going to be a game anymore on like February 28th. So, yeah, kind of bummed out about it. I mean, yeah, it wasn't the best game, and it certainly had its issues, quite a few of it, kind of falling into the flaws of a mobile game, but kind of going into it a little too much. But I just didn't want to see it gone. I mean, it could be salvaged. Well, I say salvaged as in like it was in dire straits to begin with. It wasn't. It was a good game. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't the greatest. 3.5 stars I would give it in like the overall kind of grade of games. But yeah, they're shutting it down. I surprised myself at how bummed I was that news was coming out, and when I went into the plaza in the game, it was packed, like the lag was real. But yeah, kind of disappointed about that. So just, as I said, yet another thing 2020 is taking from us, even though it's going to happen next year. I'm going to say it's happening in 2020, a remnant of 2020, and I see what I did there with the remnant joke, haha. But yeah, so I'm going to have to find another mobile game that I can play that'll eat up more of my time and money. Yeah, the only other two kind of mobile games I play, well, aside from Pokemon Go, is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and the Pokemon Masters. So, yeah, those, not so much the Yu-Gi-Oh!, but definitely the Pokemon Masters. Recently, I started digging into my wallet a little bit more, and I don't like it. like that part of it. I like the game, actually, and the reason that I'm giving them my money because I like what they're doing with it. But it's also like, I kind of want that money to not for another gacha game. In any case, yeah, so that's kind of what the only two mobile games I play aside from Pokemon Go. And I was just thinking, it's like, what other game can I fill the void that is going to fill or going to leave? And I was thinking maybe I could get back into the Pokemon trading card game online, because I haven't been playing that recently, just because I haven't had a lot of time, and it's also kind of a dedicated effort that I need to play into that, because that's the thing with like mobile games. It's just like you turn it on for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then you are done for that time, or like you could go for a good 10 minutes and you're like, okay, I'm done. It's not like full-on video games, like console or like super heavy games where you have to, like, nowadays, at least for me, I have to like say that I'm going to put in a certain amount of time in here, and I can only do that pretty much. And I'm having an issue with also kind of watching stuff on my own. It's like there's several shows that I'm behind on, and I just haven't watched them. Just not for a lack of time, but just lack of motivation, and like I keep getting distracted. It's like I get 10 minutes in, and then all of a sudden I'm checking my phone. I'm like, wait, no, stop. So yeah, I'm kind of concerned that I'm getting a shorter attention span nowadays. But in any case, yeah. So, getting back into the show, this is RWBY episode chapter 7, War. And last time, yeah, it's not pretty at all. Salem just basically invaded Atlas and is going to wreak havoc on there. I'm interested to see like full-on war fighting pretty much like against the Grimm, because there's only been a few instances of that, and I think the last one obviously was the end of Volume 3 with the attack on Beacon, and we just got little snippets of like full-on fighting against the Grimm, but obviously not with the new, it's Maya, right? The program that they're using, Autodesk. Yeah, the other one was Poser, but yeah, we haven't gotten any like major battle scenes. I'm not talking about like 1 or 2 people fighting that were like small groups, like full on battle stuff, which is what I kind of want to see. We've been missing like the huge battles. Well, I shouldn't say not missing, just haven't really been getting that much. The only times I could think of are like when Team RWBY was fighting the White Fang, pretty much like those kind of battles, just tearing through the grunts or like the cannon fodder, and not with the Grimm, because the Grimm are weird because sometimes they're like super hard and it can take a hit, but then other times, like in one of the previous episodes, Jaune is just like whack, whack, and they're dead, pretty much. And yeah, and another thing is like the previous episode was Cinder and what's his face, her mentor. I can't remember his name right now, Rhodes or something like that. Remember the days when Aura could be like battered about like for 5 minutes at a time and then finally gets broken? Now it's like 2 or 3 good hits and it's just like gone. I kind of miss that bit. Yeah. So anyway, let's get back into it. Judging by the screen here, it seems like they have been arrested, Jaune and Yang at least. And it looks like Elm and what's her face? I can't remember the special ops people's names. It's just I just can't remember their names. It's just hard for me, but they look kind of surprised. And Winter is just not having it at all, or something like that. Anyway, that's what I'm getting. Let's start the episode. Oh yeah, I also liked how Atlas had the farms on the actual island, and they put some thought into like city construction. Oh, here we go. Immediately what I wanted. Oh, yes! Yes! No, isn't that a sight? Still got more? Definitely like the sabers. Oh! To bring out all the... Holy shit, I love this. Yes, immediately what I wanted.
Yes, sir.
I am evacuating all citizens to the subway. Prepare Manta Squad Omega and dispatch to every part of Atlas.
But, sir...
Now! Citizens of Atlas, please proceed to the nearest underground subway stations for shelter.
And there's the panic. Run, you stupid girl!
We need to go!
We can't get the hardline shields back up, sir. The generators took too much damage. Then don't waste resources on them. Beta squad, the creature.
We tried bombs, missiles, but we can't make a dent, sir.
Sir, Schnee here. Penny is still MIA, but we've apprehended Ark, Jalong, and Ren.
Stand by for further orders, and don't let those fugitives out of your sight.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Still just following orders.
Oh!
That's where the Grim took Oscar. It's even bigger than I thought. Grim don't take prisoners.
This one did.
If you would just let us go.
Ceasefire. Manta squads, concentrate on secondary hostiles. Command is working on a solution for the creature.
What do you have in mind, sir?
We aren't making any progress attacking the thing from the outside. But from the inside, it could be vulnerable. Science team is putting together a bomb. When it's ready, we'll drop it off as close to the target as possible. Then your team will deliver it on foot. Sending you rendezvous coordinates now.
Of course, sir. We will hold the point and we will get it done.
But Oscar's in there.
You can't do this!
What else can they do, honestly, though? Oh, she's... Oh, that's something. What's Emerald doing? Gotta watch out for that wolf. Oh, it works on Grim? Oh, awesome.
That stunt you pulled. She'd have killed you if you didn't just pop up somewhere else. Still, you can make things easier on yourself if you start telling the truth.
You've never wondered why she recruited you. You, specifically, to help her find the relics.
We share a vision. She's gonna create a new world order. No kingdoms. And no Huntsman Academies.
New world order. No. When Salem gets all 4 relics, there will be no world left at all. Don't you get it? She's been alive longer than you can comprehend. All she craves now is release. Death.
Stop lying! Salem can't be killed. When she came for me, I killed her over and over again. The longest she was gone was only a few hours. Before she put herself back together.
Okay, so she did. He did actually.
I couldn't lift my arms anymore. She showed me that through her, I could have the vengeance I needed.
So is that where the scars came from? Or aside from him
Hazel,
doping himself up?
don't you see that is why she came for you? Because she could make you believe that this is what you needed.
This is what you deserve!
Yes, but Oscar, the people of Atlas, Remnant, you haven't done what you've done for justice. You've done it for yourself. Because she pushed you to think it would help you. No. Has it?
Now what am I good for? How is she?
I've done what I can, but
This is what I was talking about. You hear the
Amazing
battle in the
reach the others.
background.
I really hope they're okay. Salem's monster is making Grim faster than the Atlas military can kill them. The city won't stand a chance unless we stop it.
It's massive. Way bigger than a Leviathan. What can we even do?
Penny launched Amity, and our message went out. Do we just wait for someone to come? If they even come.
How did it all get like this?
Fiona said your friends haven't been heard from in a while. Unfortunately, the last thing they're worried about is a couple of kids. Come on. I've got the ship ready to head back in.
What? We can't leave.
It's chaos at the crater. Atlas has its army, but Mantle only has us. People are dying.
People are dying here, too. Don't you have family in Atlas?
No. Mantle needed me.
What about her brother, right?
That meant I wasn't their son anymore. And I made sure that everyone knew that I wasn't their daughter. So forget them. They've got Henry, yours have Whitley. You get what I'm saying.
I don't know about...
Which side are you on, anyway?
We've heard that before.
There are no sides. We want to help everyone. We're all facing Salem together.
Now Nora wakes up.
And together is the only way we're going to get out of it.
So how exactly do we get out of it?
So long as this world turns, you shall walk its face. That was the curse cast upon her. But if Salem can divide humanity beyond repair, and bring all 4 relics back together, she believes that maybe her curse will be broken. The gods will rule against us, and destroy Remnant, once and for all.
Nice story. But if Gretchen
Cool story, bro.
taught me one thing, it was never to trust you.
Please, let me.
But Oscar...
You want him to trust us? Then trust me. Her name is Jen. You want her to come out of the lamp? Just say her name. She can still answer one more question.
After all that, you're just going to give Salem the password?
No. I'm giving you the password. And hoping you'll find the truth for yourself.
He's a prisoner, Am. He'll say what he thinks will get him out.
So you're still going to back you up? After what I just told you?
Those are Salem's new orders. And I know better than to disobey Salem.
But...
Look, even if what he said was true, we can't stop Salem. You told me yourself. Hazel tried. He failed, and he got in line. Big guy's not gonna pick fights he can't win. Neither should we. And all of this is pointless anyway. Salem's not ending the world.
Of course she is. You're surprised? Salem is destruction incarnate.
Tyrion.
Our mistress wishes to see the end of it all. There is no ideal more beautiful. If you couldn't see that from the start, you must be out of your mind.
Makes 2.
Now, come along, Mr. Black. You and I have a date with the desert.
Is that the Wolfgrim? Going to vacuo for some reason.
You can't blow it up with Oscar still in there.
That creature causes more damage every minute. We cannot wait. Please, Winter, give us a chance to try to rescue him first. We could be your test run. You don't know what'll be waiting for you inside, right? So we can go ahead to check it out. And look for Oscar while we're inside.
You want to go inside that thing alone?
Wouldn't you do it for Elm? Harriet? Vine?
We don't let feelings get in the way of making the right call. Trading 3 lives for 1 is stupid.
No, it's not. He's our friend. We will do whatever it takes to find him. Because we care about him.
Yeah, it seems like Rin's kind of figured something out.
I really had you pegged as the most level-headed of the bunch. But I guess you're just as naive.
Feelings don't matter. The job matters.
When you lose someone on your team, you move on. Replace them. Like Mara replaced Tortuga, and Winter replaced...
No! No one is replaceable. You don't really believe that.
Huh.
You are furious about losing Clover. And you miss him.
You don't know anything about me!
So you can see other people's emotional states.
That's why you lost against Team RWBY. You try to fight how you feel about each other, so you'll never truly work as a team.
Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about! Everyone calm down.
Fine. We will drop you as close as we can to the monster.
You can't be serious. They're fugitives and traitors!
I outrank you. If you aren't out in time, we drop the payload. No matter what.
We understand. You don't like this either. In fact, you don't want to be a part of it at all anymore.
I have a job to do, and I'm going to do it.
I think I've seen this shot before. The trailer? Oh, she's conflicted. She's all over the place.
Oh, wait! What about Crow and Robin? Well, maybe if we get them out of wherever they're being held, they could...
No, see, you just don't get it. This is not a situation where everyone wins. Now you all can come with me to help in Mantle, or I can drop
Whitley?
you off near the front lines if you still want to help Atlas. Your uncle and Robin can't save us.
I was expecting Whitley to
We
come
have
through the door
choose.
there.
So choose.
Really? Oh, I thought they were... Oh, that was a door knock.
Klein!
Hey!
Miss me. I heard there was a patient here who needed my help.
I am so sorry, Klein. It's my fault that Father...
Please don't worry, my snowflake. It had nothing to do with you. And everything to do with Jacques.
Well, that's sweet of you. But wait, how did you know?
Ah, young Whitley, I'm so glad that you rang. May I please see the patient? I understand it's urgent.
Yes, she's in Weiss's room. Just go up
I
there.
haven't been gone that long, Mr. Whitley. I mean, I can find it.
Yay!
You called Klein.
That girl needs a doctor. I didn't do it for you.
I know. That's why it means so much to me.
I just realized Hey, hug. I just realized I'm cropped out like a little bit of the screen. Well, guess what's coming?
Did you call anyone else?
What do you think? Okay, what is that? Oh.
I'm sorry.
What happened? Why is she all green? What's going on? Ah! That whale grim thing. I'm actually letting the credits play out for once because last time I missed it. I missed some stuff. I guess I also been missing out on the concept. Whoop, nope. Oh, they're doing that roleplay thing? Oh well. Yeah, every once in a while that autoplay turns back on for Rooster Teeth channel. I'm like, no, stop. Anyway, yeah. Learned a couple things of that. One, going kind of backwards, Ren can see other people's emotional states. I don't know if that's a new development or you could kind of always do that, but you can see people's kind of emotional states, and different colors mean different things. Just kind of have to figure out what they are. Red, obviously, kind of anger, frustration. Blue is kind of depressed, uninterest. Green, I don't know. I think that's kind of like at peace with themselves or something like that, because that was Elm, I think his name is, wiggly arm guy. Yeah. Also, what a ploy to make against for Oscar, what a ploy to do for Hazel. Also, the interesting thing is that Hazel said that he had killed her several times, and that the longest she quote unquote stayed dead was like an hour or so, like a couple hours. So that implies that there isn't an immediate regeneration, that it's just, it takes a while. Also, it could be the fact that if she has to like pull herself together or whatever, instead of like the utter obliteration that she got from both the gods, I think, and then also in that fight she had with Ozma, or whatever his incarnation was that first time. And also, another fan theory was that, like, Salem kept using up all the Grim water, the Grim juice, and that's why it looked so low in, like, the beginning of episode 4 and stuff like that, or volume 4, and, like, previous other shots we see that it's, like, pretty low. I guess it's gone all into the whale Grim, because it keeps bleh-ing out the stuff. I apologize for that edit I made, but that sound as I was watching it back was just too great not to put in again. But I guess it's kind of, most of it's gone into that Grim whale now. Yeah. And have division in the ranks, which is an interesting thing. Emerald has always been the more, not emotional, empathic of the group, as you saw. Like, one of the scenes that I remember is volume 3, where she's like, this is is like, this is terrible. And then Cinder's like, this is horrific. It's like, keep filming. And, or not Mercury, but he's kind of more cold-hearted, because obviously he has his father to thank for that, but I would also say that he kind of a little more pragmatic. Of course, Tyrion's always psychotic, as usual. He's like, of course she's going to destroy the world. Why not? It's like, that's been the plan from the start. So yeah, I guess that's the reason why Salem wants to gather the relics, is so that if she destroys humanity enough, that the gods will destroy everything, including her. So, interesting way of doing that. I guess the goals have changed, because before she was saying that, like, humanity could be ruled over, but I guess that's not. Or that, like, there's some other stuff. Of course, we did get that whole thing with Jin saying that, like, the biggest thing Salem wants is to die now. Going back to Fairy Tail, that's kind of like Zeref in that opinion. Obviously, Fairy Tail, I think, came first. So you could say it's like Salem's based off of Zeref and vice versa, whatever. Oh, actually, wait. When was Fairy Tail first came out? First came out? Yeah, 2006 is when it first started coming out. So obviously, yeah, it's a little bit earlier, but I don't know if the idea was there or not. Of course, the idea had always been there, but as in, like, Fairy Tail. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure there's something else that I'm missing. I like that kind of war scene that we got at the beginning. Immediately, as I said that was what I wanted to see, and we got it. A little bit, I wanted to see more, and a little critique on that battle is, like, they had that whole, like, slow bullet kind of thing where you could see the bullets going, and it wasn't actually, like, a lot of hits. Kind of like if you watched the early seasons of the Clone Wars, where there's a lot of fire, not a lot of accuracy. Even into the later Clone Wars episodes, there's a lot of firing, but not a lot of accuracy in their shots, unless it's, like, point of view shots, in which case everybody becomes accurate as heck. And what was that with Penny at the end? What happened to her? Is that the entire... Is it happening at this? No, because she must have been able to, like, get there somehow because she was falling to begin with, but I don't think she would have taken that long to fall to Atlas. And of course, I shouldn't say that anyway. I was going to say that it would be, like, super coincidence or super great if she fell right in front of the Schnee Manor, which is like, hey, happy for that. But also, what was all that green gunk that she had? Is that like her aura or whatever? I don't know. Like her systems, coolant. I don't know. Yeah, so that was RWBY Volume 8, Chapter 7, War. And it's going to be quite a while before the next RWBY episode. So in that time, I shall be working on Beaufry. I was actually thinking of editing the episode for Beaufry today. And I'm recording it, or recording this. So, yeah. Anyway. This has been Jaune. Like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all later.